Born in Chiswick, West London in September 1956, Sebastian Coe still retains deep roots with the South. With one of his two sisters, he owns a flat near Chelsea and supports the local football club.
Just do that one, Seb. Show him when you get over this stuff. This will hit the old heart, won't it? Root boy at home to Wednesday, won't it? Eh?
Well, I think it'll be a good game.
You're not playing, are you?
No, I'm not biased today. I'm an obsessive Chelsea fanatic, have been since about 1965. I was first stayed into a game on New Year's Eve, and I certainly watch the majority of the home games and as many away matches as I can get to.
At the time of the Moscow Olympics, in the summer of 1980, Sebastian Coe was considered invincible. The public and press alike were already hanging a gold medal around his neck for his first event, the 800 metres. His only likely rival being the other golden British middle-distance athlete, Steve Ovett.
There is nothing. There is just nothing like the Olympics. And that's the one thing that I'm very pleased I'm going to Los Angeles this year, knowing that it is a different ball game. I had it explained to me before 80. I have tried to explain it to a number of people who rather fancy they may get into an Olympic team for the first time, that don't think that it's like anything else on earth. It isn't. It's not like a flight into Zurich or Brussels or Cologne, but only you stay there 2 weeks. It's something that you have to experience to get through. And I think probably, had I made the 1976 team, possibly the results in Moscow might have been slightly different.
One day you're the hunter, and then the next day you're the hunted. There is a very simple mistake that people make. They always say that after you've got up, there's nowhere else you can go. It's only down, you see. Well, this would be simple and it would be all right because you can cope with that. No, when you get to the top, there is somewhere else you can go. It is sideways.
There's Sebastian Coe. He's in the outside lane. That means he can run very wide and take his time before he filters in, either into the lead, and that'll be significant, or somewhere in the middle of the pack and perhaps take the lead after the first 300 metres. Coe starting somewhat tentatively on the outside, and Ovett cruising. Kirov on the inside has gone off fast, and Guimarães of Brazil is licking away in lane 3. Tall figure Wagenknecht coming round as well, and Coe is right on the outside and he's taking it easy. He's following Andreas Busse in, and at the moment no one wants to take the pace. You saw the bumping and boring there. Warren finds his way around. Ovett going wide, doesn't want to get caught, and this is going to be a slow race. And there's Busse coming round him, and Wagenknecht, the two East Germans. Dave Warren sitting on the shoulder of the Brazilian, who is the slowest in the field. And Ovett tucked on the inside is going to be in a difficult position to respond. He's got his eye on Coe, but he's well off the pace and it's very, very slow. So watch for Dave Warren as they come up to the bell to look like going. The East German now, Wagenknecht pushing through, and Busse too.
I think we can expect Dave Warren to pick the pace up here. It's 54.55 at the bell. Very, very slow pace. Seb Coe is trapped off the back. Ovett is trapped in on the curve. He's pushed his way through once, and now the pace begins to build up as Dave Warren takes it up. Coe's sat at the back there. He's now going to come down as they're down the back straight. He's coming down the outside. Steve Ovett's coming out into a much better position. He doesn't want to get trapped, and he sets off, and the race is really on for the line.
And it's Kirov who's decided to go, and Ovett's in there with him, and Coe is in 5th place and coming around the outside like a steam train. He's past Wagenknecht, and Guimarães won't be able to respond to him. Kirov is going off the front. Ovett's got him on his sights, and now Coe coming up behind, and Ovett hits the front, and he's got to keep those arms moving. Coe coming through into 3rd place, fighting with the Brazilians, but Ovett's got 5 or 6 metres, and Ovett's going to take it easily. It was a slow run race, and he came through and he kicked decisively. Ovett first, Coe second, Kirov third. The time 1:45.4. The last 200 metres of 25.2 seconds.
I woke up the following morning. It was worse than any hangover. I think it's probably fair to say, without sort of being over dramatic, that I really was shattered.
Of course I was ashamed, because I'd already said that if he loses, it has to be my fault, and I was wondering what the hell was wrong. There's a lot of self-examination in that. You don't get away with it, you just can't palm it off on the athlete. Not as close as we are. That's not on.
I didn't even go out of this house. I sort of lived on whatever was in the cupboard rather than have to face people.
I decided, well, the only real way to sort of get out of all this was just to go out for a run. So I got into all the gear. It was a nice sunny Sunday morning. Got out on the road and was shadowed the whole way by about 6 or 7 photographers all hanging out of a car window. I mean, it looked crazy. It looked like something out of the Keystone Cops. I mean, they were just sort of hanging out of every hole in this car. And I got used to it after 2 or 3 miles, but they literally kept up and shadowed me for the full 10 or 12 miles that I was out on the road. And in fact, subsequent to that, a couple of days later, the English papers arrived in the village, and there was a great big photograph on the back page of one of the Sunday papers of me running along, and the caption on the top was Coe's Trail of Shame, which to me sort of just captured the essence of the British sporting press.